The ferry crosses the river. What are you doing here?
Waiting for the ferry. Fools! In the name of my master, Brona, attack! Destroy them both!
Take that, bastard!
When we meet again, you will die.
He just disappeared. You've got it. Now let's fix this ferry. That's an easy shot for me. There! Jack! Monsters, they're coming out from the woods! Hurry! At least that should slow down Brona's monsters. We can send someone from Tircis to fix it later. What's going on here? Those aren't people. They're corpses. Walking corpses are trying to get into Tircis. Guard! Guard!
Who's out there? Announce yourself!
Princess Shella of Lee and Jack Ohmsford.
Well, your highnesses, you better go find some safe place to hide. You can't get in here while these monsters are around.
What should we do? We can't just stand here waiting for dawn. The monsters will catch up to us. We've got to get into the city. At least this path is wide enough to avoid the corpses. Finally, a place with no walking corpses. It smells so much better here. Smoky, but better. Hello? Can you help us?
Go away!
Look, we're tired, we're cold, and all we want to do is sit by your fire for a while.
Just a minute. Why are you here? You're late. Monster's been here for weeks now. Can't stay here.
Why not?
No room. Hut's too small. You talk to the guard? Mostly, I avoid them. Brona back? How do you know?
Alanon told us.
Alanon, eh? He should know. Bad news. Very bad. You talk to the guard? Sounds like him. Don't know. Haven't been bothered lately. Used to have to fix the hut every morning after they got through with it at night. Mostly, I avoid. No thanks.
Why not? You're helping us by sharing your hut. The least we can do is share some food. This stew is great. What did you use to flavor it so?
Laurel smoke adds a lot.
Laurel? Isn't Laurel supposed to drive away evil?
Could be. Now that you mention it, haven't noticed the walking corpses around here since I started burning it. Since I started burning it, I don't think I've been bothered by the corpses. Sorry, I'm out. I think there's a laurel bush on the other side of the castle. The dwarves of Cullhaven sent me to get back Hendel's mace. You bring me some laurel, I'll make you a torch.
Those corpses seem to be all around the city. Looks like the cliff's too steep to go any further. We don't want to get any closer to those corpses. There. That should do it.
You find some wood? I'll use these branches to make a torch. You can use it to drive off the walking corpses and get into the city.
Why don't you come with us?
Can't get past the gate.
Why not?
Guard won't let me in.
We'll try to talk him into it. Besides, if this doesn't work, we could use your help.
All right, here's the torch. Let's go.
Yes, that did it. Hey, guard!
What is it now? Take. Sure. Hey, who's that with you?
It's our friend, Brendel.
We don't allow dwarves in Tyrsis. Yeah, and Her Highness's father is the king of Tyrsis. Well, you can have a dwarf for a friend. You just can't bring him into Tyrsis. The debtors come out at night, and the gate is shut. Sure.
It's our friend.
We don't allow... Oh, right.
I am Princess Shella of...
Oh, please. We don't need no non-human scum here.
No. Clearly there's enough human scum here already.
Well, you can have...
Figured this would happen. Hey, guard, you gonna let us in?
Go away!
You can see for yourself. It's important these two see the king. Open the gates.
I told you, no dwarves!
You two go in. I'll go back to my hut.
No, we said we'd get you into the city. Yes, I'm sure he'll do something about this.
It's an idea.
Jack, Brendel, can't we work this out?
Some other time, maybe. So, guard, you gonna let these two in or not?
No, N-O, no dwarves!
They aren't dwarves.
Okay, you two, in. Dwarf, you try anything, I'll put a crossbow bolt into you quicker than I can look over the top of you.
Goodbye, for now, Brendel.
Bye. Oh, yeah, and thanks for trying.
You wish to see King Balinor Buchanan? I'm afraid the king is far too busy to see just anyone who wanders into Tyrsis in the dead of night without proper escort or writ of passage. You two may not have noticed, but Tyrsis is in a state of emergency. If you'll declare your business, I will judge if it is of sufficient value to disturb His Majesty. The insignia of the House of Lee. I presume this is yours, Princess Shannara.
No, I stole it.
Very humorous. However, I will make the proper arrangements, and perhaps the king will be able to see you sometime later.
It's critical that we see him as soon as possible.
I will so inform His Majesty.
So Brona is behind this rising of the dead. When Shay destroyed him long ago, we hoped the Warlock Lord was gone forever. Each night, for weeks now, the risen dead roam the streets of Tyrsis, attacking everything. The Border Legion defends the weaker sections, but much of the city is still overrun. When a guard dies in battle, he rises again as a walking corpse, and our guards must fight the bodies of fallen comrades. It seems hopeless. Thanks to you, we can drive them off with Laurelwood, but that's a temporary solution. We need to use the Sword of Shannara to defeat Brona once more. But the Sword Vault has been surrounded by a magical barrier from the time the dead first attacked the city. None can pass that barrier, and none can defeat it. Our only hope is that Al-Anon will arrive soon and find a way for you to regain the sword.
But Al-Anon's journeying to the northeast. We don't know when he'll get here. We can't just wait for him.
Princess Shella, you and Jack Omsford seem to be the pawns of destiny against Brona this time. Do whatever you think is necessary to regain the Sword of Shannara. I have vital business with the Parliament for most of the day, so you will be on your own. You must forgive me, for I must return to my duties. I will speak with you both later.
His Majesty has given you permission to wander through Tyrsis unescorted and unsupervised. I suggest that you refrain from random pilferage and destruction.
And I thought my father had a big library. This is a... Doesn't that look like a picture of Brendel? The caption says this is a drawing of him. Do you suppose they were related? There's certainly a resemblance.
I trust you two found the library satisfactory.
What is in that locked cabinet in the library?
Locked cabinet? Oh, the one at the back of the room. That has been locked for some time. I believe it contains a book that belonged to the former advisor of the king's brother. It contained some references to magic, so it was locked away. You needn't concern yourselves. You may not disturb His Majesty.
I was here with my father when I was a child. He told me how he and Hindle rushed down here to close the passageway that led to this cellar. When they got here, Stenman's men burst up through the trap door on the floor. My father has no idea how many men he killed that night. It took all his strength to seal off the trap door before more soldiers could enter. Suddenly Hindle called his name, my father looked up, and saw Hindle collapse to the floor, dead. My father ran to Hindle and held him. He couldn't believe that Hindle was dead, until the mace slipped from his hand. Then father heard a sound behind him. It was Stenman trying to escape up the stairs. Before my father realized it, he had grabbed Hindle's mace and raced after him. Stenman died in this room at my father's hand. What is that thing? It looks like a wall.
No one knows. It appeared about the same time as the walking corpses. Well, you didn't expect life to be easy, now did you? There is only one way into the vault, and unless the barrier is banished, you will never get the sword. You may as well accept that as fact and return to your homes.
We won't leave until we get the sword.
Then I suppose I will be plagued with you for a long time.
We won't...
That book is considered to contain dangerous information, and so was concealed from prying eyes, even those of would-be heroes. As far as I know, no one elected you hero here. King Balinor is dealing with the matter already.
That means we'll be hanging around disturbing you for a long time.
I suppose you think threats will make me open that cabinet.
It's your choice. If the book does help, we'll be out of here all the sooner. Otherwise, we may be here for a long while.
Very well, I shall open the cabinet. I only hope the book is every bit as dangerous as it is reputed to be. There now, I hope you are quite satisfied. Now, I'll return to my work, which is not to run errands for the two of you. The king has already spent far too much of his time for you right now. Perhaps something can be arranged at a later time. You mean a... As there is no one currently within the throne room for you to disturb, go right ahead. The only secret passage I am aware of is the one in the wine cellar under the castle. It has been collapsed and the entrance locked since the end of the last war. The only... In case you haven't noticed...
It's so dark and cold in here. This place gives me the shivers. I don't think you should have done that, Jack. Now I know you shouldn't have done that.
Who seeks me?
Brona! That must be Brona!
Who are you?
Jack, let's get out of here.
Mortal creatures, I will destroy you!
Jack, run!
Jack, you are released. Break the mirror.
Jack? Can you hear me? Jack, say something. Are you all right? Jack, please, look at me! For a moment, I was afraid you were dead. Why didn't you run away from Brona? I thought you were with me. I never would have left you behind. It's just that I was so scared. Jack, are you all right? You look so strange. This sounds like a very bad idea, but it's not like we have much choice. We need to talk to Balinor first, and this time I'll deal with the Seneschal. After facing Brona, I can certainly confront a Seneschal. We found the secret chamber in the throne room. We discovered how Stinman contacted the Warlock Lord. We even spoke with Brona ourselves. Now we need to summon Stenman's ghost to rid Tyrsis of the walking corpses. That's why we need to speak with Balinor right now.
You wish to speak to the ghost of the mystic Stenman?
He was in league with Brona. He might have some idea what's happening.
In life, Stenman was an evil man. Murderer of my father, destroyer of my brother, a traitor to Tyrsis, and a minion of Brona. How can you believe that he will aid us? Tyrsis is already overrun by the dead, yet you intend to summon another? Is this truly wise? Take care, Jack. You need always to weigh the consequences before you take an action. I have dire misgivings about your intentions. Raising the dead seems such a terrible action. Unfortunately, Tyrsis has been under siege for weeks, and I have no better solution. What will it take to summon Stenman's shade?
We'll need the weapon Stenman was killed with, Hendel's great mace. But Brendel wants to take the mace back to the dwarves.
What are you talking about? But Tyrsis is a free city because Hendel and your father defended it. The dwarves have always been our allies. This is a problem I shall correct at once. Forgive me, Brendel, for being unaware of the problem here. Dwarves have always been our allies and friends in Tyrsis. You are welcome to stay at my castle as an honored guest.
Well and good, Your Majesty, and thanks for the offer, but I came here to claim the Mace of Hendel as right of kin. I'll take it back to Cullhaven to honor Hendel's memory.
I am sorry, Brendel, but I have promised the use of it to Jack for a few days. He hopes to rid Tyrsis of the plague of walking corpses that besiege us. Afterwards, you may return it to the dwarvish homelands.
Well, if it'll help, I guess I could stay on here a while.
In the meantime, join us at the castle, and we will tell everyone that you and all dwarves are welcome there. Guard! Attention!
What? Oh, yes. Yes, sir, Your Majesty.
What is your name?
Stanwick, Your Majesty.
Stanwick, I understand you do not allow dwarves into Tyrsis. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Sireness. You see,
Dwarves have always been allies of Tyrsis and will always be welcome here. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, yes, Royal Sire. It's just that...
Furthermore, if someone comes here seeking safety at night, it is your job, Stanwick, to defend them against the walking corpses and allow them to enter. Do you understand?
Yes, but the Seneschal ordered...
Those are my orders, and they will be obeyed, Stanwick.
Yes, Your Sire, Highness, Majesty.
Come, Brendel. You will be welcome in Tyrsis as long as there is freedom here. Seneschal, why did you give the order that dwarves are not to enter Tyrsis?
Sire, it is my duty to protect the city of Tyrsis. I do what must be done, no matter how personally unpleasant such orders may be. You know that I live but to serve.
It is not your duty to make laws for this land. Your actions have exceeded your responsibilities and your authority.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I only attempted to keep Tyrsis pure from those beings who are not human.
The last war was fought with the help of elves and dwarves. Without their aid, Tyrsis would have fallen. You have no cause to exclude them from our city, and if you ever exceed your authority on this matter again, you will be relieved of your duties. Is that clear?
Yes, of course, Your Highness.
Furthermore, if the Princess Lee, Brendel, or Jack Ormsford have any need, you will consider it your duty to assist them fully. Is that clear?
Yes, sire. I will make it my highest priority.
If I hear one more word of complaint about you, I will personally send you to the Dwarflands to assist our ambassador there.
I will do my utmost to serve Your Majesty. I assure you that there will be no call for complaint.
Very well, Seneschal. I will hold you to your word. Forgive me, honored guests. I must return to my duties. I will meet with you again as soon as I am able.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You've been wonderful.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
Good day to you all.
I shall inform the king that you have taken the mace.
He already knows we need it.
Then I shall reassure him that you now have it.
Good wine here. Good for cooking. Valinor won't miss it.
By the blood of thy blood I summon thee. By the weapon of thy death I summon thee. By the power of thy name, Stenman, and the power of my will, I summon thee. Stenman, I summon thee.
I am Stenman, mystic and follower of the Warlock Lord. By my blood, by my death, by my name, I have been drawn from the grave. Why have you summoned me? Only Brona can command me, never you, Jack Ormsford. You are a fool to think otherwise.
You're going to use that spell? Won't that destroy Stenman utterly?
No, you cannot use that spell. Only a master of magic can use that spell.
Creature of the dead, hear my words.
No. No, do not. You must not.
Creature of the dead, I am your destroyer. I am the reaver of your soul.
No. No. I will obey. I will do whatever you want. Don't cast that spell! Do not shatter my soul!
Creature of the dead, all that you are, all that you were, will be no more.
Stop him! You must stop him! Only I can help you! I will help you!
Jack Stenman will help us now. Don't continue the spell.
Creature of the dead, I will annihilate you for all eternity.
No! Stop him! Stop him! Ah!
Jack, stop it. Stop reading the spell.
Creature of the dead, I now shatter.
Jack! Jack, are you all... Jack, can you hear me? Will you be all right?
Yes, Master. I shall do as you say. There is a formula that will disrupt the flow of the power. If you pour an elixir upon the field and chant the words, "Force of magic be thee gone" 3 times, the barrier will disperse. This is the formula of the spell of disruption. That which feeds upon the living. That which drives away the dead. That which died when first it blossomed, within one good gone bad. The spell will destroy the barrier and rid Tirsus of the undead.
How did you do that? Just make sure it doesn't control you. Oh, that's it! You figured out part of the magical formula. I'm lighter than you are. Let me try it. If this tree falls, you owe me. Remember that, Jack. There, I got it. Now all you owe me is a kiss.
Force of magic, be thee gone. Force of magic, be thee gone. Force of magic, be thee gone.
That's it! Jack, you did it! Are you okay? Stay here and rest. I'll get Balinor. He can open the vault.
Jack, you have endangered yourself and your friends by summoning the Shade of Stenman. Brona has power over the dead, and by your use of necromancy, you have given him power over you. If you die while Brona still exists, you will all become ghosts. You did what must be done. Not even I knew the spell to destroy the barrier. Nonetheless, the price is far too high.
Then we'll have to get rid of Brona, or not die for a while. I kind of prefer both.
Brendel, you speak bravely, but the task before you is harder than you know. Behold, the sword of Shannara.
The sword is broken!
Yes, Brona was determined that the sword of Shannara would never harm him again.
But without the sword, how can we ever hope to defeat the Warlock Lord?
The sword of Shannara must be reforged.
Take some powerful magic to do that.
It will take magic from all of the four lands, and all of the races of this world. From Arlon in the west, you must find elf stones and an elf who can use them. From the north, you must find a troll who has the right to bear the black iris. From the east, you must seek the dwarven hammer of power, and a dwarf who is willing to risk the wrath of the Warlock Lord. Finally, from the south, you must find a gnome who wields the magic torque. All four must accompany you to the Hadeshorn, where the shade of the Archdruid Bremen will use the magic of all these items to reforge the sword of Shannara.
But, Alanon, no one could find all those things or make the races work together.
Jack can.
He's already got his dwarf.
He's got me to protect him.
Jack Omsford, you are now the bearer of the sword of Shannara. Do you accept this task, impossible though it might be? Very well, Jack Omsford. Now journey with your companions to Arberlon. Seek the elf stones and the elf who can use them. King Eventine Elesidil will aid you. I return to the Hadeshorn to do what I can to prevent Brona from gaining more power over you. Good luck, all of you.
I must stay and rebuild Tircis. However, Jack, were I not now king, I too would be at your side. May fortune favor you all. The fate of the world is yours to bear.
We should take the road back south until we come to a road leading to Kern where we can spend the night before going on to Arberlon.
Road's been cleared.
Yes, Balinor sent some troops against the monsters we met coming up. We should be safe if we stay near the roads.